Hey guys, it's Kina, and today I am going to be watching Arcane Bridging the Rift Part 3. Kill streaks meet keyframes. I don't know what to expect. I'm excited though, as usual. Also, just a side note, I have decided to start doing commentary videos on Arcane. Those will be posted real soon. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to rewatch and have discussions with you guys. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, also on another side note, I recently just started watching Game of Thrones. I know the ending, I know some stuff that happens at the end, and a lot of people were like disappointed. But I'm currently on season 3 right now, and I really love the show. Yeah, that was just a random side note. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like, I started it last week, and now I'm already on season 3. Crazy. We should just get right into it, shall we? If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content from me. I upload these videos irregularly, so click on the notification bell to know when I upload, and comment down below anything at all. Follow my Twitch, my Instagram, and let's just get right into this. We will show them all.
There definitely is a lot of Paris life and culture in Arcane. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of Piltover looks like Paris. Things are designed to be functional, but also to be a piece of art. I think that's something very much the French kind of spirit. Yeah, so this venue is actually where we had Worlds a few years ago. It's cool because it was really close to our studio, and so we sent a bunch of people from Fortiche. It was just something really special to finally be able to share that with them. I think they were fans.
I did watch one of the Worlds, actually. I don't remember which year it was, but I did watch one of them. I recorded it, and I lost the footage. So
of the story, you know,
that
the
sucks.
characters, but you kind of also have to experience like the buzz in the world around the game.
On a tout de suite vu que c'était quand même le jeu mondial et l'opportunité de faire quelque chose de très très bien. For us, Arcane was a big opportunity to show the viewers that we are not only good to make trailer and music video.
Ça part vraiment d'une intention vraiment de plaisir, de passion, de faire un film, enfin une série, plus que de faire du marketing.
If I'm confident about that, I don't know. I hope people are gonna be surprised.
A lot of people were, I think.
Out to prove something with what we're doing, and I firmly believe that you need to find someone who's kind of willing to bleed for like this thing they're trying to make. I don't think otherwise you're gonna really be bold. Otherwise you're not gonna really have anything where you're gonna risk something. And I think you have to risk something in order to make something that makes an impact.
Guess we're going into like the animation side of things.
There's a very, very competitive scene here at Fortiche about what they call, is it baby foot, right? Baby foot?
Yes.
The suspense is killing me.
It's killing us too.
Oh, there's the worthy goal. Basically, the idea for this trip is to get into a room with the directors, the animators, the editors, and just brainstorm a bit together. Like, what would be the coolest version of this scene or this kind of episode? So you're just worrying about, like, it being too complex?
My goals this whole time is like, I want to solve the story beats with the team in Paris. It's just going to be great to be like, hey guys, here's all our awesome ideas. And then they tell us whether they can produce it or not, or steer us more into something achievable.
It's not done until it's done, right? You know, it's like the block of marble chiseling away, and then occasionally you knock off like an arm and have to start over.
If we ever proceed with a scene without taking in that input from the directors here, it's worse, because they're just so talented. They always find this really creative spin. Pascal has this amazing eye for character designs, the models,
that's
the
beautiful.
stylization.
Tu vois la je sais pas si on pouvait pas mettre une caméra qui tremble un peu là-dessus.
Who is
Why just the man of shadow?
Jérôme, he's the invisible wizard at Fortiche.
Today I want to create the lab to experiment new style for the future with Riot.
I think when you think about the final look, that painterly look that's integrated into 3D, the super subtle, nuanced camera work where everything feels like it's handheld and really human and real. A lot of that is Jérôme.
de-aging with me, please?
Okay.
I want some de-aging. So,
Who is Arnaud?
Who is Arno?
He tells us, what I want is a psh, what I want is a you know what?
Who is Arnaud?
So this is the Arno model. So the hair is pretty detailed, and then he doesn't have any hands. And they wanted to incorporate the 3 directors in the show.
Happy Progress Day!
Oh, that's cool.
When Arnaud has like a crazy idea, the best thing you can do is
Love
just
that.
shut up and let him do his thing, because like it tends to be just like that's when the cool shit happens,
Oh. Ooh, this fight.
I loved that they added them as kids in there. It was not something we thought of on the in the room, but it just added this level of emotion between them. It honestly, it's like, oh, it's
gonna make me cry.
Love now.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry. Oh, that episode was so good.
This sequence is in every way, technically, artistically, and it's I don't know how to say that. Masterpiece of the whole season.
Yeah, this particular image to me is just like the combination, Hextech's art and science, and I think that's exactly what I feel like the Fortiche depiction is. It is. I feel the science, I feel the power, I feel the energy, but I also feel the beauty.
Ce que j'aime bien aussi à Fortiche, c'est que on insuffle la vision de départ et tout le monde met son petit...
Sa pierre à l'édifice.
Sa pierre à l'édifice, comme on dit. Enfin...
So basically, this board is all the steps that happen in Fortiche. After we receive the script, we go to the design phase, which basically is doing design for character, props, and background.
Oh my god, that is so cool. I want to do this.
Ce bateau-là, il a été fabriqué par Victor. Et en fait, mettre en scène ce bateau, c'est une manière de montrer que tout petit déjà, Victor était un génie.
Then everything goes in storyboard.
In the storyboard department, we take the scripts and we work with the directors. We try to build something that is not there yet in the script. But there's also the editing that is working at the same time to really find the good timing for the boards.
As an editor, my job is to assemble those storyboards together into what we call animatic.
And then while that's happening, you're recording the dialogue with the talent.
I love a good conundrum.
Hammer forging is such delicate art.
Shimmer is rampant in the Undercity, attacks at the Hex Gates and in the Academy Square.
Yeah, but I said I already called it. You can't do... I called dibs.
We get voices from the
That is
actors,
so cool.
and then we cut them with sound effects and temp music in order to see the movie and see how it works.
We're watching full-on storyboard animatics with the voice actors in there.
Vander learns none of this.
No worries there. Powder took care of the evidence.
I tried, okay?
So we were able to watch the whole season from start to finish before we animated the rest of the episodes.
That is so cool.
I mean, honestly, on every aspect, we were afraid of this moment in the episode because it's not always easy to like get these like really raw emotional performances from really young actors. And so Mia Janess, who we cast for Powder, I remember going into the VO session and being like, all right, today we're gonna make a 11, 12-year-old girl cry. Let's see how that goes.
I am rolling on this.
She left me. She is not my sister anymore.
I remember all of us in the booth just like being shocked by how good she is and just being in tears at the end of the, takes.
And I think we got it.
Yay! I got the job when I was 10, and I'm almost 16, so it's been a while.
Wow.
Why did you leave me?
Because you're a jinx!
No. To get into that place of vulnerability was hard for me. Bye, come back, please come back, please, I need you, please. I have a little brother who is my best friend in the entire world. We get upset when we don't see each other for like more than 3 days. I can't imagine a world where he isn't in it.
Where's the...
Oh, you're back! Thinking about what that would be like if something had happened that made it so that we couldn't bounce back. Next thing I knew, it was all just coming to the surface. I only wanted to help. I only wanted to help.
I told you to stay away.
When it comes to siblings, they're your blood. And when you don't have family, what do you have?
You've got a good heart. Don't ever lose it.
Vander!
No matter how the world tries to break you.
No, shut up!
Qu'on entendait les voix.
Oh! Vander! Calm. You gotta stay calm. What the fuck? Just by hearing his voice is so... Oh, I miss him. I'm so sorry.
Peut-être qu'on peut avoir vraiment quelque chose de particulier, de beaucoup plus subtil et beaucoup plus profond en fait au niveau de l'acting. Et...
I always knew you'd come back. What's going on?
Quand on entendait les...
On a side note, like, because we're on like the topic of voice acting, I don't know if I mentioned it in my initial reaction to Arcane, but I remember being so shocked because just the whole animation, the movements, the body language and everything was all it felt so real. So I was really, really surprised by that because it felt like we were watching an actual live action performance. Seeing this as well, it's like you have a lot of amazing voice actors in the industry, and it takes so much, I don't know, talent, whatever you want to call it, to be able to just express it that way. But then, yeah, I was like just really shocked with how real it really felt. So like, I think they really did a good job on that because like, I think they mentioned before, like, how do we make it more like intimate or like real? I found that to be like one of the best parts of Arcane.
Peut-être aller vers du Scorsese plutôt.
All the main characters were really scary to cast because, I mean, you were not just making a new character. It was like, oh yeah, there's like, whatever, 6 years of, 100 gazillion million people who have very specific expectations and opinions about who these characters are. So don't f it up.
Wow, super boring.
Jinx took us the longest of all characters. I think we looked for the Jinx actress, I think, for roughly 3 years.
She's so beloved, and her voice is so specific. For a while, we were like, can we find someone who can do this?
The hard thing was that we had to find someone who can do both the intimate and quiet moments that are just like these really vulnerable acting moments. But at the same time, we also needed an actress who can also do the really loud moments that Jinx is really known for. and you typically can find one or the other. I remember we were at a point where it was just, we've been looking for so long, we kind of just went through all of the LA catalog of talent. Let's just pick one and just go. And it was just this like, no, we can't.
Ella
And at some
Purnell,
point,
is that her
with the
name?
help of some casting folks, we found Ella.
Hi.
And I mean, it was like the
I was really shocked when I found out that she was her voice actress. I knew her from Mrs. Peregrine something Children, the movie. So I was like, wait, was this how she sounded like? And I know that Haley Steinfeld is Vi as well, so that was pretty cool. That you get these like two like actual like actresses, not just voice actresses, being part of this, which is pretty cool.
The pearly gates just opened.
Well, look who it is. The boy savior.
I felt this like really deep connection with her because of empathy and compassion, you know, on compassionate grounds. Like, yes, she's a terrible person. She's done all these terrible things. But is she a terrible person? Like, I don't know. I started to realize, like, who she's become, this Jinx that she's become, is just a deeply rooted, very difficult trauma response that she's developed because she's gone through things no one should ever have to go through.
No, it was a mistake.
Ouais, c'est vrai que l'acting, je pense, dans Arcane, est bien plus poussé que dans la plupart des shows d'animation. Parce que notre envie, c'est plutôt de essayer de vraiment copier ces acteurs et le casting, des fois, a influencé même les designs des personnages et leurs attitudes, quoi.
In parallel of the storyboard, we are going in background and Cara props fabrication.
Oh, I want to do this.
At the beginning, we work in the same time with animation, so sometimes it's difficult to know exactly the position of the character. We can see the 2D with a black and white. I don't paint because there is Silco. Enfin, moi, ce que je préfère, c'est l'évolution des personnages dans les histoires, et elle a vraiment une évolution. Je pense que c'est pour ça que c'est mon personnage préféré. Puis j'aime bien son côté un peu folle, et en même temps, elle est pas si folle que ça. Pas si méchante. Ouais.
So we've got designs, and from there, we just build it in 3D. Yeah, it's very simple to explain. So here we made the Atlas Gauntlet, and the most difficult part was there is a lot of tiny parts who work together. So before it gets to the rigging department, we have to be sure it works first. Like all the tiny pieces, you see here.
I can't do that.
Precisely to work like that. So it's a part of the fun, but it's part of the headache too.
It's actually really fun to create like all those intricate pieces, like the leg and the feet of Victor, all those weird metallic parts blending with the body. This was the design for the hands. Then I modeled something like this, and then I gave it to the texture department.
Wow.
And they painted it so it looks like that.
That's so good.
All the process is built around the idea of bringing the design to the final image, and that's great because this is actually like the design is just brought back in 3D, and it's actually what the designer thought of.
Bah là, je vous présente en fait ce que c'est un rig, le rig de marionnette. C'est vraiment des joints, des os fictifs qu'on met en place. Donc c'est des points de pivot qu'on peut faire tourner avec des mains.
I can't do that shit.
Qui est tellement forte et ils vont trouver, je sais pas, 3-4 idées pour rajouter de la vie au personnage.
Because like in design, well, what I'm learning is that you do shit like this as well, but it's basically, you build a product in like the 3D software, and then maybe you'll have like animations here and there, how it opens or closes or whatever it does, right? And I can never do that. I am so bad at that. Like, no matter how hard I try to learn how to do all the rigging and stuff, it's my brain just can't do it.
And then we are going at layout stage, and they start, to do the staging and the camera movement.
On essaye de traduire le storyboard en 3D et de transmettre en fait des émotions juste avec une caméra, avec les mouvements de caméra, avec la focale qu'on va choisir, de trouver des jolis cadrages et de trouver le rythme aussi de l'animation.
And then it goes to animation.
T'as le plan de Moïse avant où il va partir, il part et puis sur le départ en fait il se fait tomber, t'as pas besoin d'avoir une grande distance mais juste sentir. If you go in a dictionary, like animation is giving life to something. Being animated, it's just like get the passion of something as well. And us, we are like the puppet master, the puppeteer.
No motion capture. No? Please, let people know that.
Why not?
Well, motion capture is used when you want to have some realistic animation, and only that.
Look out!
Yeah, you can't really do that shit with motion capture, can you?
It pushes you to understand what happened in the body. How
Like a human being behind a camera can't really move like an animated character, so understandable.
Together to have like this feeling of natural and believable animation.
Yeah.
And also it's about like the style of the show. It's semi-realistic, but it's not fully realistic. We try to keep something really handcrafted.
Animating, it's like acting out characters, it's about performance.
When I saw the style of Arcane, it was something like I want to try this kind of animation because it's really different from the cartoonish style I used to be in. And after working for so long in the industry, I wanted to challenge myself. To be honest, Echo is the kind of character I would have loved to see when I was a kid.
Echo?
One of the first dialogues he had with Vi, I arrived with something completely different from the board, and Bart was like, "Oh, I didn't thought about this way, but it's interesting." And it was the same with Christian. I tried something like he was a little bit pissed and walking slower and just making with the face and giving a small attitude, not like a snake, but like this kind of movement to say, "Yeah, I'm the one controlling the stuff."
So we made like a shot like that. The animator, when he was assigned the shots, did shoot himself in order to get some references, and that what gives us the realistic look and the live action feel.
We do work a lot with references. We go in the reference room. We shot ourselves. We try to pretend and be the character and be in the right emotion.
Why aren't you playing with the others?
But the video reference is really something that helps you capturing something natural. Sometimes like you got a shot to do and you got an idea in your head and you can probably like just go straight into the computer and do your stuff and it will work. But if you go in a ref room, you start recording yourself, you may end up having like some like little accident that you do that can be really interesting. And you're like, okay, that's pretty cool. Let's dig into that.
Remind me why we bother with this dump.
How can I say no to such an auspicious offer?
You feel like you're inhabiting those different characters in a way?
Well, you have to. When you see 1 second of an episode, like an animator spent a day on it. So if you work on an expression, on a feeling, on a shot that lasts for 1 second, you're gonna spend a day having that feeling in your mind. Like try to reproduce it.
Okay, they did not have to put Vander and Silco dying together like that. Like, bitch.
It's not rare to have like you go around the animation department and you can see like people like doing like like this just this face where you're just like acting what that's the common thing in animation, really.
This was so cool.
Part of this sequence particularly, like there is a lot of crazy sequence, but this one was the one for me. When I heard that I was working on it, I was like, it was like a dream, like. And I was really happy because I had the slow motion moment, and I have the opportunity to work with my son to make the movement of Echo young. He's 9 years old.
That is so
10.
cool.
We came here to shot the scene where Echo is running slowly in slow motion. Yeah, it was so cool to share that with him. It was like a moment, father and son.
Oh, this is so
I hope
cute.
he remember all his life.
That is so wholesome. Oh, that is so cute.
It's only experimenting for now with paintings.
Ugh.
It's about to be tested. For the glitches, we draw them directly on the computer. For this one, we are searching for another kind of process, more realistic.
2D effects are very specific at Fortiche because, you know, it's a Fortiche trademark, you know, doing 2D effects on CG animation.
They're just like traditional animators doing FX frame by frame.
Donc ici, on a le pouvoir que Jace crée avec son marteau. And drawing, frame by frame, and layers by layers.
That's crazy.
But sometimes it's very difficult to follow the camera movements, which are very interesting.
This kind of shot is really difficult to do because the camera is a little bit hard to follow. I think I worked something like 3 weeks.
Wow.
Depuis une dizaine d'années, on fait des FX 2D pour les teasers de Riot. Sur le teaser de présentation de Jinx, donc qui s'appelle Get Jinxed, on a découvert le style Fortiche.
I have this feeling all the time when I'm watching something in progress and I'm like, we get to the animation phase and I'm looking at the animation, I'm like, how are you going to make this better? You know, how is this scene going to feel more immersive? You know, how are they going to possibly, you know, level this up?
When everything is done, animation, background, simulation, 2D effects, we render it and we composite it.
We come at the end of the process and basically we take all of what the other department has created and then we put it together.
Because the background is paint, there is actually no light used for the characters. We have to adapt the characters to the background. So when we see like a red light on Sevika and it's changing for a green light when she is going further, actually, technically, nothing is there. We have to create everything from the background, from what we see in the background. So yeah, we go from here to here.
compositing at Fortiche is one of their signature crafts, and it's just a straight mystery box for me.
It's amazing how they make it look so, like the lighting, they make it look so realistic as well.
I cannot tell you. It's not that I'm, hold back anything, but some of the process I don't even understand, so.
I don't know if I can show you. Yes, it's kind of a secret.
The way to light, it's different. It's special Fortiche way. But it's so simple. When you know the trick, you say, so simple.
It's not magical trick. It's just artists and people who are doing beautiful things.
The real magic is everywhere.
Because of their handcraftedness and the paintery look, it gives us this timeless look that I think even when the technology evolves, that this will still feel lasting. In the same way, I think I can go back and watch like the Disney animation, like Bambi or, like Cinderella, and it's timeless. It doesn't age because it's handcrafted.
Nothing is round in the show. If you have a glass, if you see this glass, it's not round because a drawing it's not perfect.
If you see the eyes, the pupils.
The pupil is not round. Except the gemstone.
This is the only moment where there is a sphere, perfect sphere.
Wow.
Et l'idée un peu, c'est d'avoir chaque image, comment dépasser la qualité que peut produire un dessin animé 2D classique. Et ça, la 3D nous le permettait. Et c'est d'avoir que chaque image, chaque pose qu'on fait, ça reste un peu un concept art, une belle illustration.
Hold on, guys. Just give me a moment.
There's just storytelling happening at every phase and every level.
Alex on the other side of the ocean. Good morning.
Good morning. So Ray, I think that was a great first read. Can the second violins play that a little bit softer?
I've never worked on a show before where the musicians are such an integral part of everything.
These are this is the music team, so they wrote all the songs.
They've been spending, 3-4 years on the music for this show? Like, every TV show, sometimes you get 3-4 weeks for an episode to do music.
I would say that Arcane is all the muscles that we've grown as a company in the music-making craft combined. I really believe that what we're doing with music in Arcane Season 1 has never been done in entertainment, period.
Wow. Ugh! Another great episode. Like, literally, that's all I have to say. There's nothing else to say because I think most of what I wanted to say, I've already said during the video. So, also, can I just say that, just seeing them work in a team and stuff, it's like, I want to be in this kind of environment so bad. It's great where you have people, around you, basically being the same as you, You're in this together and you're doing the same thing and you're working on the same project. So I want to do something like this so bad, but I don't know. Yeah, just seeing the whole rigging the 3D animations, all the keyframing and stuff. And also, I like how we actually got to look at like kind of their schedule, because like it goes from stages to stages. So it was pretty cool to see all that. I have like such a huge respect for like animators, voice actors as well, but it's like, I think a lot of people, well, from what I've seen in today's climate, where, you know, people think you have the technology, you can just do it. But it takes like such a long time to really get it down and stuff. And I think a lot of people who don't really understand really underestimate how hard it is to be in this line of work. It's just huge respect to them, because you know, they spend so much time. Like, you know, an episode is just an hour or like 20 minutes, whatever it be, like anime or, you know, animation cartoons. But you have these people like working on it for like days or even weeks, and it's just crazy. And just honestly, huge respect to them. I feel like it all just really boils down to all the passion that you have, you know, because obviously if you don't have enough passion, then you'll obviously not like it, you know. So yeah, wow. The more you watch the behind the scenes, it just gets so much better. It's I can't wait to start doing the commentary videos, because it's gonna be so much fun, I swear. You're gonna see me cry again, because if this made me like almost cry, imagine watching the whole episode and just knowing that things are gonna happen. It's gonna affect me so much. Also, on the topic of like underestimating, it kind of reminds me of because I'm a huge FF7 fan. So like they announced like FF7 Part 2 remake a few months ago. But before that, you had a lot of people like saying, like unironically saying shit like, give us Part 2, or like no. It may just be jokes to like some other people and stuff, but you know, a lot of the comments and stuff that I saw about it were just, you know, them not getting that you can't just because you've been working, like, just because Part 1 came out and they've been working for Part 2 for so long, doesn't mean they can just, you know, get it out there straight away. Because, like, it takes time, passion, care for, like, the work itself. And it was just like, wow, guys, just you have to understand that this is not something that is so easy to put out. Like, it really is super challenging, even though there might be people that have been working in this industry for so long. Like, they themselves said that it's challenging. There are days where you just need to not. Like, I'm repeating myself, but like, I just can't really emphasize how much respect I have for these people. The amount of work they put in just for us to watch it in like a 20-minute episode or a 40-minute episode, and it's just done. There's just respect. Anyways, this shit is so good. So yeah, like I said, I will be starting Arcane commentaries very soon, so do look out for that. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content from me. I upload these videos irregularly, so click on that notification bell to know when I upload, and comment down below anything at all. Follow my Twitch, my Instagram, and I will see you guys in Arcane Bridging the Rift Part 4. Bye!